I think Indian markets for the last 3-4 months, especially after the union budget, where the government stuck to the fiscal consolidation. Now the expectation the rainfall is going to be good. I think even the Q4 earnings have been fairly good, even as compared to what people expected. So overall, I think Indian market at a micro level, at a macro level, they still look very strong, very exciting. If there was a little bit of hangover over the market, it was largely because of global factors. The US raising interest rates, maybe an imminent vote on Brexit. All of those things were acting as a hangover on the market. But somehow I think the Q4 results have been a very big boost to the market because they have not been as bad as expected.
Right.
And there is a huge amount of fund flow still coming, both overseas and local.
Right.
So I think it's just something that was around the corner.
You've spoken about 2 points that I anyway wanted to touch upon in this interview. As far as the FIIs and DIIs are concerned, we've seen a lot of money flowing in the last 1 week. Even top investors have put their money in the futures as well. Do you see this trend continuing? What is your market outlook for FY17? Because when we started this year, there was a fear that this may not be as good a year, but as we are going, things are beginning to look up.
Actually, a lot of this is largely because of interest rates have come down in India. Financial assets have become a lot more interesting and attractive for investors. And one of the big changes that happen is in the Indian mutual fund industry, there is something called SIP. And I think SIPs have changed the game. I think by a lot of estimates right now, there are 1 crore SIPs which have an average about 2,500 rupees a month. So you're getting 2,500 crores every month as SIP, which comes to an annualized run rate of 30,000 crores. So that is constantly coming to market. And through good markets and bad markets, last 1 year we have seen the SIPs are continuing to grow. And even, even investors, even educated people, everybody has realized that SIP is the best way to save and invest for the future.
Right.
So, and along with that, with the global interest rates being low, and India being one of the few countries in the world where we have growth, we have fair amount of macroeconomic stability. So if you look at interest rates are coming down, inflation is under control, if you look at fiscal deficit is down, current account deficit is down. So all said and done, we have had an issue around the NPA issues around the bank, which also I think now, thanks to what RBI has done with the AQR process, the annual, the entire AQR process has been a good way of bringing bad news out in the market. And I think investors have started acknowledging that. And we have always believed that the moment you quantify the problem, the investors will stop worrying about the past and will start looking at the future.
Right. Since you're talking about earnings as well, help me understand, do you think as far as Q4 earnings are concerned, we've turned a leaf? There was an expectation, apart from the banking sector, of course, most of the other sectors have performed well. And do you see that going forward, earnings, we will see better earnings? The worst is behind us in terms of the earnings season is concerned?
Absolutely. If you go and ask any of the corporates in India, from October onwards, we have seen selectively. So October, November, we saw a lot of the retail companies starting to say that things are improving. The retail sales on the ground, the same store growth and all.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.